this one is. So also as industrial artisans, I visited timber market and I realized that there were pieces of wood that were purposely thrown away for firewood. But as an industrial artisans who is building the capabilities of our young people, any resources I see on the ground, I want to take it, tie it at the back of my motor and bring it back to the case. Because the children that I'm training, their resources is this. So once I see it, I have to take it. Whether I'm in suit, whether I'm in whatever I am in, I have to take it. So for me, I look like a mad person, even from my physical appearance. I know some of you have already said, oh, this guy is just mad. But that's the reality here. So this is a clock. Once you fix the engine at the back, get it a car horn, and automatically begins to work. This is the African style of life, and this is the African way of life. We cannot sit for Chinese to produce everything for us, and for me, that is a sad reality. Right? So let's go to the back here. For sleeping, right?
Yes.
And what again? Only that one. So I want to ask a question. How many of you here sleeps on this?
I
used to.
Me too.
No, right now you sleep on it.
In the house.
So in the house, do you sleep on
Yeah,
this?
in the house I sleep on it.
From morning, in the evening,
Yeah.
up to next.
Yeah.
Then you've done well. So, and who again? Okay, you only sleep on it when you are sleeping outside. Okay, all right. So, but before then, our fathers used to sleep on this from morning to evening in their room, and this was what they used, right? But today, it seems like about 98% of the people don't use this one again. So therefore, those who learned this particular way, what will be their use today? They all complain saying that there is no work. Just because whatever they learned has become what? Useless today in the system. Why? Because of what? Modernization. So as industrial artisans, I'm always thinking, how can I put this, how can I still make these people active? Because their potentials is also very important, because if we are forgetting about the traditional knowledge and we are still talking about the modern, then we are going nowhere, because the orthodox or the fundamentals of what was learned is the founding, is the ground foundation for our future. For instance, if I want to start producing bed, I need to understand the tradition before, after, and now. But it's very sad that we don't use them anymore. But these people keep producing and still don't find people to buy them. So as industrial artisans, I'm always thinking about what can I do with this for the rich to buy. And this is something that you see up there. When you look at the top there, the background there is what? The mat. Now, favorite restaurants or the rich hotels in Tamale would like to buy this just because of how it is. But forgotten that we are also selling the mat over there for the man. So I think this is how we should be thinking around as an artist, to be able to create more employment opportunities for our own people. Yes. I hope it's okay. So many people who came before us, because yes, so some people also came with all these principles of their own life. Albert Einstein had only 3 months in formal education, but started producing incandescent bulb, produces about 1,001 inventions that we use today. But only had 3 months in formal education. The rest of the education, they had it from the house. So can we imagine, can we see something out of this? We think that without education, our life is useless. But somebody only had 3 months education, and today, the bulb that we use in our homes, the bulb, lamps, he produces it. So what does it mean? So it means there is a lot to learn than just to be in classroom. For me, that is what it actually means. So art and craft have historically laid the fundamental or the foundation for industrialization by blending creativity, design, and functional innovation. And here are how they contribute. Okay, so here most kids come here and their parents tells them that, have you ever seen somebody who is doing this thing and is rich? For that matter, the child stops coming here. And some of them too, they want their children to become a lawyer, doctors, but the child sees what we are doing here as where he belongs to. But the parents want to give the child what he has, and that's the problem. So art and craft actually helps in so many ways. If we want to have an industries, the reason why industries doesn't survive in Ghana or Africa is that we are not skills oriented. When I say we are not skills oriented, we don't sharp our skills all the time. But look at Chinese. From childhood, he's sewing. He grown up a little, he's using machines. He grown up a little to JHS level. He wants to start doing mass production. So he's industrializing whatever he's doing. But here, you have to finish university, whatever. You're now thinking of industrializing your idea. This is the problem. Yeah, so art and craft, very important, and today it's very sad to tell you that art and craft doesn't even work in schools again. Teachers ask children to come with soap, sardine, tinapa as an art and craft, and to me it's very sad, it's very bad. And this doesn't help anything. That is it. So this is, there is a difference between art and craft and gift. The teachers will say gift. We need gift from you. Then whatever the child has, will bring it. But don't say art and craft. Then expecting. There was some case here during the art and craft. I knew vacation will be presenting something. So to decolonize that, I asked them to let us do cobalt, something like this cast you see here, or this. They should find much compost and let's produce this. The children were like, no, this one they cannot send it to school, they will laugh at them. I said, why? That's all. For more than years, it's soap and sardine they have been taking. So if he said taking this, they will laugh at him. So just imagine what the minds of our kids that we want them to become the future producers are now thinking just because of what they teach us. So it's very sad. And I heard all of you are teachers, right? Yes, so that is the word for you. Yes. So we have art and craft. The purpose, how art and craft help. So one, it helps us to have skills and what techniques. Right now, I have about all alternative. If I use plan A and it doesn't work, I know there is C that will work for it. I know there is D that will work for it. So art and craft help us to have more skills and what techniques. And we have what design principle. You see, every design or in engineering, there is principles. For instance, if you want to have something, an angle of 90 degrees, like this, I want the angle to be 90 degrees. To be able to get this 90 degrees, this is different pattern, this is different pattern. To get 90 degrees, you need to split it to 45, so that when you join it gets 90. So art and craft will help kids to understand what design principles, and that one they play alongside with learning. All right. So number 3, prototyping and innovation. This is a typical example of prototype. Okay, you want to make a cobalt that work with cylinder and also doesn't use charcoal. I tell you, do it small like this for me to see. With things that we cannot buy. So you start picking cardboard and then start forming them. So prototyping and innovation, that is the importance of art and craft. This car you see here is our childhood project. So this is also part of what? Prototyping and what? Innovation. Yes, so prototype. Okay, I want this to be electric. When it works this way, that way. This becomes what? Prototyping and what? Innovation. Innovation. Very important. And we have